This is Tim with Apogee Rifleworks, and I wanted to create a video, just a tutorial on how to use the build feature and build lists on our website. So you can use our website to assemble a parts list of the different parts to assemble your upper. So I wanted to give that tutorial so people knew how to use that and how that works. So let's get into it. Once you get to our website, the easiest way to get to the build page is from the menu at the top here. You'll be able to access this from any page on the site. And you can click that top build link to get to the main page, or you can click these different subcategories to filter down to the specific category of part that you're looking for. So we'll jump to the main build page by clicking that top build link. And you'll see here, this is the build page, and it looks very similar to any sort of other e-commerce style site where you've got the different filters for things, you've got sorting, you've even got a way to compare the different parts. And so the difference here is none of these parts will be added into your cart or a wish list or anything like that. I know I've seen different guys on Reddit that assemble parts using the cart of different websites. So this is custom to us, and it's going to be your sort of personal space that you can create these builds inside of. So to add the parts to a build, you simply just click on the plus icon here, and once you do that, you'll notice a pop-up down here that shows you it's been added to your build. So automatically it will create a build for you right off the bat if you're a new user. And you can just continue to scroll through the parts on this page and just add parts as you go. So probably the most useful feature though will be to filter down by the category of parts, as you won't want to scroll through hundreds of parts to kind of find what you're looking for. So you'll definitely want to use the category filters to do that, to make it a little bit easier. And there's also a nice feature here, the breadcrumbs. If you need to jump back and forth to maybe the build page or back to the category page, you can do that as well. You can also click on the parts here and see more details. You can see, an overview of the information about it, or like on some of them, let me go look at the barrels. I'll click through to the barrels here. You'll see more specifications about the barrels on the details page here, like this. So if you want to see that information, just click on the part and it'll give you that. You can also add to your build from here as well. So you can click that link and you'll see it's been added to the build. You'll also see some pricing information. Let me go back to, let's see, I think one of these had a few more different entries. Yeah, so this one, you'll see this pricing information. I'll do another video on this, but this gives you insight into where you could potentially purchase this part yourself at the best price. And this is also data that we use in-house to buy, to source these parts if you were to want to have Apogee build this upper for you that you're putting together. So just a little tidbit there about that, but we'll do another video explaining all that. So to see your build, if you're going through adding parts to your build, there's a way to view all of your builds on a single page, and that's called your build list. And to get to your build list, you can go to the menu. Actually, let's do this first. When you're adding parts, you'll see this little pop up here. You can click this build link, and that will take you to your build list. So I kind of use different variations of getting here, but that one is the most useful when you're adding parts to your list, to your builds. So this is the build list page. you can have multiple builds going on at one time. And another way to get here is from the menu. There's a build list link here underneath the wish list icon that flies out here. And there's also another way here in this little flyout tab. So this tab here shows your current build, which means the most recently updated build. And so you can click that link up in the menu, and there's also a build list link down here at the bottom of this. So if you're on the build page, clicking through different parts, you can click that build link there, or you can click this top menu item, or also the build list link from the flyout here. I will note that it does give you the build weight here of your build as you're ongoing, and also the total of all the parts. So let's go to the build list page again. Currently, I've just got one build in here, so that build is my current build, meaning it's the build that I've most recently updated. If you want to start a new build, you can click that link here, and it will automatically create a new empty build for you, and it will take you to this build page so you can start adding parts and things like that. So let's jump back to the build list page. I'm going to click this top menu item here, and you'll see the new build here that's empty. There's no parts on it. And that is now the current build, since it is the one that was just recently created. So you'll see there's links here. These will take you to the specific category page for those different parts. And that kind of helps smooth out the process of assembly here. You can go to the specific page you need, as well as if you need to change out a different part, these edit links will also take you to the specific category pages. And if I click on that link for that other build, it will become my current build. So let's jump back to the build list and see that. Yeah. So now that I click the edit link of that build, it became the current build, and I can now add parts to that build. So for this build that's empty, if you want to add parts to it, you want to click the link from here to do that. So that's the only way to do that. So if I want to start putting parts in here, I'll just click on one of these, like a barrel. And then you'll see in the current build flyout, there's nothing in there. So if I just add a barrel to it, you'll see that it's now updated with the barrel. And let's take a look at it on the build list. You'll see now that it has the barrel, and it shows up here at the top as the current build. So that's how you do that from the build list. It also shows the weight here of your build and the price. And it gives you this information. The prices were last updated. That will continue to change as we pull in new pricing information, which again I'll explain in another video. Yeah, and I guess I'll note for guests, if you're a guest and you don't have a registered account, you will be allowed one build. You won't be able to start a new build unless you register an account with us. So that kind of helps you just go towards creating that account, as it's free. There's no sort of payment involved with that. It just allows us to give you more insights and more things, more updates about what we're doing and what's going on. So I think, I'll go over one more feature we've got built in here. If we obviously don't have every single part that's out there on the market, that's not our intention. We want to focus on just having a very curated list of parts that are well recommended by the community. But if you feel there's a part in here that should be here, or you want to have something added for your build, we have a form to do that. So on every category page and build page, there's a link to the request a part form, and you can also get to it from, let's see, you can also get to it down here from the footer. You can click on that, and it will load up the form, and you can enter in details about the manufacturer and whatever. Send a link, a URL to the part, and we'll take a look at it. And if we deem that it's a good part, we'll put it in there into our system. So I think that touches on everything for the build feature and build list. And I'll go ahead and note that I'm the one currently developing this feature and the new features that we've got in the works. So if y'all have any suggestions or feedback on what could make this a little bit more user friendly, smoother process, let me know. Reach out to us on social media or directly from the website, and I'd be happy to hear that feedback and just see what I could do to help y'all out if y'all have got great suggestions. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe and follow us, and we'll see you next time.